In this unit, I have done some basic research about enterprise model. So as you can see, I separate this model into four pieces: researching, implementation, marketing, and consumer experience. So start from research. We're gonna start from, a new concept or idea or anything like that, follow up by some secondary or primary research. So as we all know about that. But one thing I want to mention is this keywords called GUBA. Speaking of which, I think it's a perfect agile embodiment, of enterprise model. Unlike the traditional ones, there are several famous companies are starting using this enterprise model, like Spotify or Delta. So each department, they don't necessarily follow the sequences to work regarding some project. Instead, they can communicate and interact with each other at the same time constantly, which I think it's a perfect way to deliver a higher efficiency. So basically, in my project, a lot of participants they're gonna start with several discussions regarding this concept. Then the leader will be able to pick up some talents among them. This excellence who has real gifts or talents or abilities. Uh, they can gather up to start a whole idea, something like that. They will communicate regarding this concept. If they can agree on something, then we'll go to test this project. If they cannot, they need to restart this discussion. Only this time the topic will be more specific and accurate. Then after confirm the idea, we're gonna start a relative sketchy app platform. Uh, which is a very uh, important process because not only you will provide the design plan for the designing department, uh, but also it's more importantly that we're gonna show this little demo for the collaborative brand like the gym. If they're happy about it, then we're gonna start the whole process of designing. If they're not satisfied about it, of course we're gonna be more specific about this concept development. And after that, the financial department will play its role. Obviously, there will be a more tight relationship between design and financial management. If our gym partners could agree on something like if they're satisfied with the possible profits, then it means it gave us the green light to keep developing these apps features. We can more be specific about details, anything like that. We can specific the concept development, then we're gonna do the prototype and test it. This is when engineer can be so valuable because they're able to find the bugs in, relative errors about this prototype. If we're good about it, then we're gonna start with the pre-launch testing. Speaking of which, I'm thinking about the possibility to invite like a small samples, like hundreds of peoples, to experience this music app, and after that they're gonna deliver these valuable feedbacks, which is I think is a final chance for us to be more specific, to modify the prototype. And after launch the product, we're gonna wait for a few weeks or months for accumulating different comments, ratings, or suggestions, anything like that, where we're able to refine the whole concept. And at the same time, we must maintain this good quality of platform. And the last thing Is the theme product, which is not the major direction that I want to go originally, but if only if we're able to get plenty of positive feedbacks about this music app, then we might considering the chance to earn some extra profits, like to manufacture some theme product like cups, T-shirts, or shoes with a music logo on it. And of course, we're gonna start with a limited sale, and we're gonna see the final results if the customer is happy or unhappy about it. Then after that, we're gonna decide whether or not we need to keep doing this manufacture. That's pretty much about my project. Thank you for listening.